Okay, folks, so listen, this is Coach Hamilton, and I want to go over the dial and dash script with you. Now, the first thing I want to get across to you, though, is this, is that if you're going to use the dial and dash method, obviously we want to call people during a time when we know they're not going to be home. Now, I can tell you this much, 97% of the people in an MLM company, they have jobs because they're not making any money with their MLM business. Okay, so during the daytime would be the most logical time to call people because of the fact that they're probably at work, right? Okay, now then the second thing I want to emphasize to you is that the script is short and sweet. You've got to keep it very, very short and sweet, okay? So with that, what I want to do is read the script for you, and then I'll kind of go through the psychology of it a little bit so that you understand why I created the script the way I did. Okay, so here we go. Hey Larry, this is Rick calling, and I was wondering if Zango will guarantee an income without sponsoring. You see, a brand new company just launched on October 1st, and they are guaranteeing everyone a check starting on day one, and there is no sponsoring required to earn serious income. Imagine that, Larry, a guaranteed check without sponsoring. And think about all the money you would have made if you would have jumped into Zango when it first started. Larry, you can get all the details by going to see you on the other side. Feel free to give me a call with any questions. Have a great day. Okay, now you see that's very short, that's very sweet. It's very to the point. Now let me kind of go over the very first opening because this is critical. You see, when somebody gets a message on the answering machine, they're going to process the first 5 seconds of that message, and that's going to determine whether or not they're going to keep listening to it or delete it. Because you see, today with the voice broadcasting that's going on, people are getting voicemails like no other from voice broadcasters, and as soon as they understand that it's automated, they start delete. And so if you want them to ultimately go to your website, you have to have a very good reason for them to stay on your message and to listen to your message. So if you noticed how I opened this up, hey, and their first name, hey Larry. Okay, right away, they can tell that this isn't automated because I'm actually saying their first name, hey Larry. And then the second thing I'm saying, is my first name. I'm not giving them my last name, and I'm not telling them where I'm from. I'm saying, this is Rick calling. Okay, so in their mind, they're sitting there processing, well, who's Rick? Okay, and then I'm going, I was wondering if Zango, whatever company they are, their MLM company, but I'm just using Zango as an example. But I was wondering if Zango will guarantee an income without sponsoring. So I've mentioned not only their name in my first name, but I've also mentioned their company, and then I said guarantee an income without sponsoring. Because chances are, if this person is looking for something else, okay, or if he's not making any money in his company, the words guarantee an income without sponsoring are going to be music to his ears, okay? And so he's going to want to hear a little bit more about that. And then I come down here and I say, okay, you see a brand new company has just launched on October 1st. And he's going, well, October 1st, that was just a couple days ago. And then I went over the fact that everyone gets a check, guarantee everyone a check, and there's no sponsoring required. I've said that now twice to him, okay? And then I put him into this frame of mind where, hey Larry, imagine what it would be like to get a guaranteed check without sponsoring. And then think about how much money you would have made if you could have got into the company you're in right now at the very beginning. And so he does. He immediately starts processing that in his head and goes, yeah, you're right. If I'd have gotten in there at the beginning, I'd have made a lot of money. Okay? And so then all I do is say, well, Larry, just go here and get the details, and then you give him the website URL, and that's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay? What's that take? 30 seconds to read that off? And I mean, that's all you got to do. And so if you do this, the 30 to 50 times a day, I can promise you that at the end of the month, if you do this, 5 days a week, 30 to 50 minutes, 30 to 50 calls a day, 5 days a week, and you do this for a month, you're going to get a lot of traffic to your website, and you're going to get some sales out of that, okay? So with that, if you have any questions, give me a holler, all right? Have a great day.